Walkers. I am here with my youth pastor, PC. You want to introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? My name is Chris Cox. They call me PC, stands for Pastor Chris. And I'm excited to be here with Ace today.
Yeah, so I had asked y'all some questions on my Instagram to ask him. I'm going to ask him the questions. Sometimes some of the questions I'm not going to ask because it's out of pocket. And I told y'all not to put out of pocket questions. This is my youth pastor.
We're going to stay in the pocket.
Okay, so the first question is, how do you feel about like your what do you student like in their past and stuff like that, like
In their past.
yeah,
Elaborate.
like my past. Speaking of,
Generally speaking, I don't think anyone should allow their past to define them. And I realize that whenever I meet a student or whenever I come into the life of anybody who I'm the youth pastor of, I do realize that they do have a past. Everybody has one. Everybody has something that they've gone through, and it's what makes up who you are today. And so I'm the youth pastor of mostly middle school and high school students. So that means that you've lived a good amount of time, maybe about 12, 13, 14 years, which is a good amount of time. For some people, it's almost half of your life. And so everybody has a past, but I also believe that you don't have to be defined by that past. So I never hold a person's past against them, and neither should you.
yeah. So the most asked question is, do I act different in front of you than when I'm not in front of you?
Well, when you're not in front of me, I don't see you, so I don't know yet. But I will say that, I've been Ace's youth pastor for about 2.5 years now. And she's been very consistent. She's a loyal person. And she always brings high energy every time she's with us. And so she's been a consistent person. I guess I could say that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how exactly she is when she's not around me. But when she is around me, I feel like she's probably the same person because she doesn't always present herself as this like perfect person or this person that has it all together. We have some very real deep conversations, and we just have some fun times. So I guess she's the same person if that's who she is when she's not around me. But y'all let me know so I can get on her case.
So how did you get into preaching for the youth?
Oh man, so I started in ministry when I think I was 19 years old. And basically it was because I was always surrounded by people. I was a college student at the time. I was a freshman in college. And I noticed that a lot of the stuff that everybody else wanted to do, most times I didn't want to do it. I just saw myself as like different. And then when people had issues or they were going through certain things and they needed somebody to pray for them, they would always come to me. They knew they weren't going to get me to like be the person to go out party, drinking and smoking and doing all that. But they knew if there was an issue or something that they could come to me. So basically I said to myself one day, I was like, as opposed to me just praying for people, trying to help them out of a situation, like, how can I talk to them through what they keep getting themselves into to try to stop the cycle of them going into certain situations? And that's where, like, God was like, I'm going to use you to preach my word, to give people tools and strategies of how not to get themselves tied up into things that they don't really like in the end.
Okay, so then the next question is, do you have a favorite student of the year?
I don't, yo. Listen, Ace thinks she's my favorite, and some of the students probably think she's my favorite.
Because it's true.
But listen, I try to make everybody that comes into my life feel like that they're my favorite, like that. While I'm, a part of your life, that you're a big deal, and I don't do that to be faked or just to pick certain people that I do that with. But I honestly love every person that I come in contact with, especially the students that I get to pastor. They get my heart, and so when I deal with them one on one, or when other people see me deal with them from the outside looking in, it always feels like, that other person might be the favorite. But if you call me and text me, I'll respond to you too. So yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, so what would you say? Like, people, the question was basically like, when we get together, is it all just churchy stuff? I would say.
I think the students that I've been around will tell you that whatever we do, even if it's a church function, like there is going to be moments where we do connect with God. We may sing, we may pray together, I may teach, or different things like that. But the majority of the time, we just having fun and we just doing life and we just enjoying each other. And I always try to show people that you can have fun and do it in a way that it doesn't cost you in the end. That you end up, enjoying the decisions that you made while you were having fun, instead of having to, regret certain decisions that you may have had in the mindset of trying to have a good time. And so I think that you could do that. I laugh a lot. I love laughing. I love joking with people, and all that good stuff. And I feel like you can do that and still be a Christian and not live a boring life. And that's what I try to create. That's the environment we try to create within our youth group specifically.
Okay, so what's...
Do you feel like...
Oh, yeah, I feel like we turn up. Nothing like... it's not... I feel like when we hang out and we get together, it's not... I'm going to say churchy, because I don't know what that means. Because... Well, I could say, because the way I used to look at church... Well, I've always loved church. So I feel like we get together, we praise the Lord, and we turn up together. So it's like a... It's... I don't know. It's cool. I don't understand what the question was, but I feel like the same thing. So, do you like? What's one thing that you wish was different about me and working in the church? Guess that's the question.
About working in the church or about you?
Me.
You in church?
Yes.
What's one thing that I think you can improve on?
Yes.
Oh man, my phone is going crazy. My bad. That's a tough question. I think that if you look hard, everybody has areas that they can improve on. I think sometimes we have to know how to guide our energy and our emotions so that they are well spent. You know what I'm saying? And so with Ace, she's asking me, like, what's one thing that I think she can be better with, is I feel like Ace has a lot of emotions, a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. But you just have to be careful how and where you spend those things so that, you don't do them in the times where, like when you should be chill, or when you should be hype, be hype, or when you should, do certain things, do that. But at the same time, know your boundaries and know when you should dial down so that people take you serious. You know what I'm saying? So that people respect you when they walk into your presence. And so I think that's something that since I met you, you've kind of been doing a good job at improving on. And so I look forward to seeing you continue to do that.
Thank you. Okay, so how do somebody was like, how do they come a part of the church for us?
So you can follow us online. We're on Instagram at Epic319Life. You can follow us on Instagram, and then you'll see all the different things that we do. Right now, of course, we're not here at the church. We're at the church in my office, but we're not here in person right now. So we meet on Zoom on second and fourth Sundays. And so we just get on there and check in with everybody. I'll share a word, and we just kind of talk or play a game or something like that. Periodically, we may just hook up and hang out somewhere and just enjoy each other and stuff like that. So it's nothing like you ain't got to sign an application or be a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got to be a certain type of way to get connected. If you need a source of positivity, if you need some mentorship, if you need somebody to just come into your life and help you throughout these stages of your life, that's what we're here for. And so we'd be glad to have you.
Yeah, it's a nice chill environment here. I like it. When you first met me, what was your first thought?
Man, I'm trying to think. Trying to think back on when I first. I will say this: I think around the time when I did first meet you, like I said, everybody can notice your energy when you walk into the room from a mile away. And so I was like, who is this young lady? And there was some more adults in the room. They were like, oh, she used to be at the church. And I guess you were at the church when you were younger, and then there was a period of time where you were gone, and now you're back. And I guess when you were younger, you know, that energy was a little more untamed. So they were like, yeah, she used to be wild when she was a kid. Like, she was a little bad girl. But then, you know, Ace is doing a whole lot better. Like, she's a great person to be around. And if she let herself, she can be a really good friend to you. Because if she rock with you, she rock with you. But if she don't, I have to talk her into rocking with you.
That was funny. So in my last YouTube video, I had said you were like a parent to me. So then somebody asked, how do you feel about my significant? How did you feel about my?
You said that about me?
My ex. Yes.
I gotta go watch the video now. You said how I felt about your ex. Now listen, you just told me that y'all ain't together, so don't be using me.
I just said my ex.
I know, but don't be using me to throw shade at him.
I don't want you to throw shade. I respect him.
I don't even know if I know him. I don't know if I really met him. Did I? I don't know.
I don't think you met him.
But I don't feel no type of way about nobody that Ace dates. You know, I'm more so concerned about who Ace is in a relationship, that she has her standards and that she knows her value, and that she doesn't allow anyone to treat her beneath who God says she is. And so when you understand that and you have somebody that knows that and respects that, then you can have a good relationship or just an awesome friendship, because that's what I really think. You know, if you can build a good friendship with somebody, that's a good foundation to what, you know, you need in this particular stage of your life, because it's not a lot that you should be doing, you know, in the relationship if you're doing it the right way. So you know, then if I find that out, you know, I have to come find you.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be getting a tattoo. How do you feel about me getting? Look, no, it's a
what?
A tattoo. It's a spade. I'm gonna get it right here on my back. It's a spade that's gonna say wild card. It's always been forever.
Well, if your parents and your guardians are cool with you getting a tattoo, then, you know, that's cool. I think that when it comes to tattoos and things like that, it's such a permanent thing that I honestly think, if you were to ask me, I think that a person should wait until they are an adult and have an idea of what they want to do in life and different things like that, because tattoos pretty much brand you for the moment that you're in. It's pretty much what it does. Usually when you get a tattoo, you're thinking about where you are in life, what's going on, and you put a brand on you, but it's a lifetime commitment. Of course, like, you can get it covered up or you can get it erased. Now they got all kinds of technology, but really when you think about it, it's a marking on yourself to mark where you are in a certain stage of your life. And so until you are pretty much in a solid place, and it usually, not all the time, but usually that's in your adulthood, when you're making those kind of decisions for yourself, then I think, you know, whatever decision you decide to do with your body, then, you know, just make wise choices. And mainly so that you don't close any doors for you before you have an opportunity to stand in front of them. Like, that's the big deal. It's like sometimes people go all crazy and they start getting all these crazy tattoos. I know one guy, before he got out of high school, he had lips on his neck and just tats all over here and on his face. And then he got out of his high school stage and was like, you know what, I want to go into business now. And it made it a little more difficult for people to take him serious because, you know, his body was all marked up. So, you know, don't do anything that's going to make it more difficult for you to get into certain doors or avenues that you want to get into before you have that fair opportunity to get into it.
Okay, so the last question is, what's upcoming events for us?
Upcoming events for us is we're doing things virtually, so we're on Zoom. Like I said, that's where our youth group meets. Outside of that, you know, we're talking about different things that we could possibly be doing in the next, you know, few months or so. But y'all, we all dealing with this COVID stuff. I'm almost ready for this interview to be over because it's hot up under this mask. And, you know, this is a different kind of life, but we living it. And, you know, we're going to get through this, y'all. Just got to stay positive, stay hopeful, do your best with what you got. You know, if you're doing school online, if you're at home, do the best you can with what you got. And let's just stay hopeful until all this stuff, you know, until we see what's next. So.
Okay, well, that's the last question. Do you have
Hey, we made it, y'all. We made it. Huh? Do I have what?
Anything else you want to say? Or was that it?
I want to say goodbye. No, I'm just playing. Y'all stay up, man. Connect with me on Instagram. My Instagram is Chris Cox Speaks with
I'll
a
put
Z.
it in the description below.
It's in the description below.
But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe to my wild cards. Hit that bell. Thank you very much. It was nice having a conversation. Yet again, this is my youth pastor PC. Hit him up on all his social medias. That would be nice. And you know what I'm saying, if you do hit him on his social media, make sure you say that I'm his favorite youth student. You know, but you don't gotta do that. But thank you for watching. Bye.